welcome to another episode of Video Mania with your host, Josh Hall. Today we're going to be talking about the Cowboy Studio 9-foot by 15-foot green screen. I did a lot of research on different background support systems that included entire kits as well as individual components. And I found this component and it had really good reviews, but I was still very worried because Cowboy Studios actually has a lot of negative reviews about them. I don't know what it is about their company. I have not had a bad experience with the two purchases from them that I have made, but that is something to be aware of. So I got this screen not really knowing what I was going to get and wondering if I was going to have to return it. But when I received it, I was very impressed. It was well packaged, there weren't any stains, and it didn't come super wrinkled. You can see creases here, and I wanted to show you how it looks out of the box on the support system. Now this is a great screen because the material is a good material. If you treat it well, it won't rip very easily. It's not thin bedsheet feeling. It's thin, but it's a thicker fiber feel to it. That being said though, you're not going to want to put this screen and your background support system right in between a window and your camera, especially if it's daylight, because that will shine through this screen and that may render results that you absolutely do not want. You want control of the lighting in your situation. So use this screen against a solid wall. Here I'm using it against a plain white wall, which works perfectly for my needs. Now you may be surprised to hear this, but you actually don't need to have your green screen completely ironed or flat when you're using it. That will absolutely help you in post-production if you do that. But if there are a few wrinkles, even like it is now, I would easily be able to key these out in Final Cut Pro. Now of course, if you want lower sensitivity on that, you're going to want to have all the wrinkles taken out. You can do that one of two ways. You can iron out the wrinkles, which would take forever, and I would not recommend doing that because that will be a pain for you. Or you can buy a steamer, which is what I am going to do for this, and you can steam these wrinkles out right here while it's set up, which is great. I also love the size of this green screen. It's 9 feet across, which would fit in a variety of different rooms, especially if you have to travel and you're setting up in a client's room, but it's 15 feet long, so it can be spread out on the floor, which is exactly what you want. If I were to really set this up for production, even in a room this small, I would bring the bar over a little bit, and that would leave me a lot of excess screen on either side, but I would pull those tight with some cheap light clamps. I would set this light up over my right shoulder, and then I would get rid of the creases down on either bottom end of this, and I would pull the bottom of this all the way down, so that way you can film and everything, including my feet and around it, you can key out later. This is a really good Chromakey green color as well that Cowboy Studio is giving you. Now one thing that you should know is that Amazon actually fulfilled this order and not Cowboy Studio. So I don't know if that's part of the reason why I had a positive experience. So that is one thing to keep in mind, that Amazon is always very good at fulfilling their orders and they're really good with return policy as well. I really just can't think of anything negative to say about this green screen, which is kind of odd to me. I feel like there should be something. The only thing that I can think of is just do not have a light source behind this green screen. You want to have your lights in front of the green screen, unless of course we're talking about a hair light, which can be behind the green screen, recommended to be behind the green screen in my opinion, unless you have a big studio. And you can have that coming down over your green screen. So I'm going to rate this product an easy 5 out of 5 today, and I would totally recommend this to anybody. The cost of this green screen is $33, and once again, this is the Cowboy Studio Chromakey muslin background, and it's 9 by 15 feet. Please subscribe to see more content like this. Leave your comments and questions below, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Come on now, don't be shy. Just click one of the annotated boxes around me. So go ahead, click something. Might be fun. Click anything. Are you still here? Come on, go ahead, click something. Alright, well, I'm going.